Hello, everyone. You may need to lean it a little closer because I will be speaking in a soft-spoken tone today. Soft-spoken is derived from something called ASMR, and it is intended to produce relaxation in people. Feeling relaxed or maybe a little creeped out? That's okay. Many people don't really understand what it is to begin with. I don't blame you at all. The first time I discovered a video like this, I was pretty freaked out too. By the way, is this clicker working? I've been trying to change the background for my scenery and it doesn't work. There we go. That did the trick. I didn't want you to stare at a blank page. So, I won't be going into detail about it, but I just wanted to let you know how I have founded ASMR and have basically made an empire out of it and have helped so many people to start their own channels, to boost their careers. Some of them did ASMR, then they ventured off and did modeling. Some other people ventured off and did acting and all this good stuff, you know. Some ASMR artists' voices were used in movie trailers and all this good stuff. So, this is not going to be all about ASMR. This is going to be all about how you yourself can start your own business, your own company, and make something of it to where people may find use of it and use of you and your services. Now, I won't sit here or stand here, gotta change the script, and tell you how you have to pay a certain amount per month or how you have to invest a certain amount to get started. No. This is all about confidence boost, motivation boost, inspiration boost for any of you. Yes, literally any one of you in this audience today listening to me. I feel sorry for those in the back row, by the way, but I think there should be some speakers. Yeah. Not your typical TED Talk. But, so, usually you would think to yourself, how do I get started? How do I begin? What do I need motivation for? Well, let me share a little bit of my backstory. I was originally thinking to myself the same. How would I begin? How would I do this? How would I veer off into the big scary world of corporate America and, continuously have to go at a 9-to-5 job? So there are many, many different things you can do. Obviously, it doesn't have to just resort to that, but I had those same fearful thoughts once before. And I thought, okay, how can I make something of what people are doing right now online? How can there be some way, some method to utilize what is already there, what is already given, and twist it up, change it up to where people need you for that service? You're not taking advantage of a system, you're not making something up that doesn't exist, or you're not quite utilizing something that just won't work in the long term. So you always have to think long term for your plan. So write down, if you want right now or in the future, looking back on this, what you could do in the future to make it work and last long term. What exactly will you provide for the world that people will need you for that service? And that's what you want to think about today, okay? So come up with a solution, a plan for yourself in case that doesn't work, what you can do elsewhere to make a good use of your time on this earth. So what exactly it is, and I need to use the clicker there, that you can provide for other people, okay? Even if plan A doesn't work, plan B has to be what you can provide for people. It can't just be, okay, time to go get a job at the KFC, So you have to think up, if you really want to succeed in this world, in this day and age, with the high-paced, fast technology, everything's keeping up, people are becoming more educated, more prosperous, and so to flow in that alignment of the new abundant America and the world, you need to think up of a solution where people will need you. Okay, so that made it very, very simple, very clear, and I think most of everyone would pretty much understand that concept. That's just getting down to the basics of it. I cannot stand here and tell you exactly what you need to be doing, how you can maybe copy off someone or change up what I did, for example. And so I was actually going to get to my example. So after I was stressed out for a while, that's when it just suddenly came to me. I just decided to browse the World Wide Web and figure out, yeah, I see someone laughing in the corner there. Haven't heard of World Wide Web for a while, huh? The internet. For ways I could utilize what is already there to my advantage. And so I thankfully discovered this small niche, and it will take some time of research. Luckily on my end, it just came instantly, kind of the message right away. And you do need to pay attention to those signs all around you to determine the next step for you, okay? So I'm not saying go browse the web and see what but that is a big helping plan if you feel drawn to do so, okay? And, excuse me. So my story was that I discovered it and I actually enjoyed it. I loved it. You can't just find some random thing like socioeconomics if you're not interested in it. How are you gonna go off in the world of socioeconomics if you don't even like it, or politics or something? You have to actually have a genuine interest in it, and you actually have to have a genuine interest in helping others. Otherwise, it's not really going to last you a long time. If you just discover something just to make money, then it's good, I guess, but it's not going to make a huge impact as if you were to find something that you are genuinely passionate about. And there is always going to be a struggle, okay? The struggle is real, like you millennials say. It does exist, okay? But you don't have to make it exist for yourself. It's only in your mind. And you need to picture and visualize exactly what it is you need to be doing here. And then it will come to you. The clearer picture will be prevalent. So, if you want to go ahead and start writing blogs, or you want to go ahead and do ASMR, I guess, then go ahead and do it. Whatever you feel drawn to and connected to. Everything else will fall into their own place. So for me, I started communicating with people that were doing these videos so early on, and I started generating data, gathering surveys of what people liked, what they didn't like, and all that stuff, and about how much money it cost them to start their channel. They needed to buy the cameras, the microphones, the light, and all that good stuff. And so I made a system where people could pay monthly to get a ASMR loan, and they would be able to purchase their equipment through our company. And it has expanded over time as the community has expanded. And if you need an ASMR channel right away, there's your, let's say, $600 loan, and you just pay, let's say, $49.99 a month. And long term, it will pay off, and you can start off professional, great equipment, and even promote your own business, make more sales, and then the monthly payment will be like nothing tomorrow after you're already prospering so well. As in this day and age, you do need the highest tech equipment to really make a difference, be seen. That's not always the case, but in 99.9999% of the cases, it is definitely the case. And it has helped many people. And so through this business, I'm able to go talk to many people and inspire, motivate, and get them thinking about how they can make a service like I have with the monthly plan and giving them a loan in return to help them. Okay? So at the end of the day, you always want to remain positive, okay? No matter what. We've had our struggles. The first 2 years were kind of shady on and off. I was thinking maybe I should go run for the hills, grab what I have and just move on to my next venture. But, to actually persist, you have to perceive your current reality, but don't take it too seriously. You cannot just jump ship if you discover that things are not working out right away. You have to actually do things long term and think of your vision for the future. Otherwise, if you leave after 2 years, 2.5 years, like I almost did, then what would have came today? I wouldn't even be standing here today. So you do have to realize that there is always a way to make something work. You just have to come up with different plans within that plan. Now, I was talking originally about a plan A and plan B, but that was more for if something doesn't work right away. This thankfully started to, and I had a feeling it would continue to do so. And thankfully I didn't ignore that. But that's the original plan A, plan B, which you can let go of after a while. But let's say I chose plan B. Now plan B will have multiple little plans in it, like plan 1, plan 2, plan 3, plan 4. So those little plans are to make the overall plan B work. So if one strategy doesn't work out for you, then you can go on and pick out another strategy, and vice versa. So if you feel like you've used all your strategies and nothing's working, then you do need to overall move to plan C or D or E until, something clicks with you or works. It's kind of a waiting game, a testing game. You have to do a lot of experimenting and analysis, analyzing things, maybe hire people, because when you work with 2, 3, 4 people, even more, then it really begins to blow up and blossom. So there we go. And so you just have to keep that in mind, keep that in perspective. After a while you will have to get some external help. You can't just do it on your own if you really want to continue to grow. So but that is just back down to the basics. As long as you have that feeling within yourself, if something feels right, you love it and you enjoy it, and it will grow, then it will work out for you to your advantage. And I need not say anymore. That's pretty much the common sense of it all. And some form of commonality we all share within each other. It kind of resonates with you. You like going to these speeches because it feels right. You want to hear a message. You want to connect with someone. You want to see what someone with experience has to say about a certain category of life. And that's how you learn and grow yourself. And I couldn't have done this without listening to someone else's advice at one point or another. I had to hear many people talk. I had to build up the courage and confidence to go on stage and present myself and talk to you guys and talk about this company. So we have grown to over 100 locations worldwide now and constantly offering services for people, and thus in return have grown the ASMR community with it, and everything has just went so well. And it was all thanks to that vision and that dream of wanting to build a service to help people in need. So now you might think, okay, what if I have a similar service already? It's just not working out. People are not paying their loans on time. People are not really continuing. Maybe they decide to pull it out and just not continue with that. Well, I would say that may be one people in the batch, but that's not the case for everyone. People have paid back pretty much 98% of the time, and that just doesn't happen. So realistically, if they're owed somewhere, they would usually do it. Why would they ruin their score, their reputation? So it just doesn't make sense to say, oh, that wouldn't work. Like maybe half the time people would pay back, half the time they wouldn't, but it's just not, it doesn't happen like that. Unless you have an extremely large amount pulled out, then that would perhaps be the case, but we do in-depth checks with people to make sure they can be able to afford to return. So it's not just a simple, okay, I put faith and trust in you, here you go, here's your $500, whatever, and typically that is the starting amount you would need to open a channel as well. So we have sold many different microphones and camera equipment, working third party through other companies and partnering with them. And of course we gather a little small bit from them as well. So it's a whole system where we market and cross promote other companies. And so that is kind of like the backup thing. So you always want to have that plan linked within another company to back yourself up in case the original, let's say, loan installment plans don't work out with your subscribers. So we have seen many channels grow and succeed because of this. There are many YouTube channels who have went through our company and started off, and it was thanks to us that they helped promote their products, their sales. Many people working on Amazon and other companies, and so basically everything is okay. Everything worked itself out, and you can do the same. So hopefully you heard something today that kind of resonated with you, and you could pick up something and relate to and utilize yourself in your business. And I want to see every one of you in these seats today grow, bloom, and blossom. It doesn't matter how big or small, as long as you do. It takes one step at a time to achieve the pace, okay? So you can do it today. I totally believe in all of you, and I know I see many smiling, happy faces here. When I first walked in, people were crossing their arms and kind of hesitant or skeptical, but I see many bright, brilliant people here today who can do a change and make a difference. And that's all that's important, as long as you feel that burning desire and that passion, that motivation to do something. I know that's why you're here today. You wouldn't be here just because someone made you. Nobody can make you go to one of these. You have to want to. You have to be willing to. And of all the people that have spoken here today, I hope I'm the one that just stuck out a little bit more and really pinpointed the right message. Okay, you can never please anyone completely. You can never satisfy every person on this earth, but hopefully from my experience and my shared knowledge of what could be and the potential of what you could do for yourself, that is living, breathing proof that it is possible to succeed. So this could be anything. Like I've said, you could start your own baked good business. You can start selling candles. You could even have your own microphone company. Maybe you might work with us one day. But the end goal is happiness and overall to enjoy life, to enjoy serving other people, helping them, assisting them, guiding them. This keeps me very busy. I'm always going on meetings. Tomorrow I go to Hong Kong, then Shanghai, and then who knows where else. So I'm glad to be here today. Thank you very much for this place, for bringing me here, inviting me. I'm really glad to be sharing the message about this, and I wish you all the best of luck. And our website, feel free to contact us, and have a wonderful existence, because we're all here for some purpose-filled reason, right? So make the most of it. Do what you feel is strong in your heart's desire, and you can do anything that you set the mind to. Have a plan, have a vision, and do what you love. That's all. Thank you very much. Alright, great. Do I click this again to make the screen blank? Alright. Well, hopefully all of you could hear me. If not, well, watch this later.